All right, I'm gonna tell y'all something that's been bothering me for a long time, and I know I say that this. I know I say this a lot. Let me adjust my mic because it's gonna be something I feel like should be talked about. And let's go. So on some real stuff, people, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I gotta put my glasses on for this. I think that the WWE is the most racist company ever, and AEW is the most racist company ever. Today's date is January 6th, 2024. Note that. January 5th, 2024, the WWE literally debuted a new faction with Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain and Paul Ellering. And guess who they targeted and beat up? They beat down the Hurt Profits or Bobby Lashley's faction. Last SmackDown ever, 2023, you had Santos Escobar, or the in 2023, one of the last few SmackDowns, let's just say that, you had Santos Escobar and Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo beat down Bobby Lashley clan. Weeks before that, you had the Judgment Day beat them. And I had an argument with somebody on social media one day stating that the WWE is not racist towards Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. They are racist towards Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. The WWE literally hates black people. And it pisses me off that black people condone it. This is why I don't like Booker T. I've said this many times, but the reason why I don't like Booker T is because Booker T is an Uncle Tom. I remember in the 2003 or 2004 segment, it was leading to WrestleMania where Booker T was going to face Triple H for the WWE title. We have never had a black man win the title. And don't say The Rock because he's mixed. If you're mixed, that don't mean you're fully this. It's kind of like the double ice cream that got chocolate and vanilla on it, or the Neapolitan ice cream. I don't see nobody saying, oh, Neapolitan ice cream is just chocolate ice cream. Neapolitan ice cream is just strawberry. Neapolitan ice cream is just vanilla ice cream. No, it's not. It's literally three ice creams in one. Yes, The Rock is Samoan and black, but that don't mean he's a full-fledged African-American man where both your parents are black, both your parents went through the struggle, both your parents was poor and this, that, and the fourth. We can all have stories about our backgrounds of culture. But the screw it. Wrestling in general don't like black people. They even do it in AEW. Big Swole stated it was racism in the WWE and in AEW, and people down talked her. Then I think a couple months later, they made my boy Scorpio Sky the first African American TNT champion. Then after he lost that, no, he became a tag team champion. Then months later, or a year or so later, I don't feel like researching the time frame, but then he became a TNT champion. Then after that, he was buried. And I remember AEW stating that AEW isn't racist right after the Big Swole thing. Yeah, y'all. Y'all are. And it's like 3 times where I watch my boy Isaiah Swerve Strickland, stated in a promo, I want to be the first black African American AEW champion. He said it 3 times. First of all, why you have to say that? Just say I want to be the first champion of swag of our culture. I'm gonna tell y'all this: AEW would never ever have a black man as their world champion. Sorry to burst your bubble. The WWE will never have a black man ever be a champion ever again. Every time a black man is a champion, Brock Lesnar, a corn-fed racist, is going to bury them. They're like, well, he debuted with Shelton Benjamin. First of all, if you're agreeing to bury Kofi and Big E and Bobby Lashley every time they win a title and break down all these men's momentum, you're racist. You're racist. You're a purified racist. I would have been like, nah, man, I didn't win the title a lot of times. I've accomplished a lot. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna let this man shine because we don't have many people like that. Like this guy's a champ. I don't like it. Then you got R-Truth, who's very entertaining, but he's WWE Championship material. He has a really good credentials. He's great. He's a great pro wrestler. But yeah, y'all make him a comedy gimmick. Or Shelton Benjamin back then, when Shelton Benjamin was killing it back in the day. He got buried by Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and ever since then, he hasn't been doing good. He hasn't won no major title. He was in contentionship for the World Heavyweight title, but he lost it. But back to Booker T. Booker T had a segment with Triple H where Triple H stated somebody of his kind can't be a champ. What the fuck? You just go blatantly say that? But then Triple H and Shawn Michaels do have a history of racism, to me, when they did those DX angles, where they marked the Nation of Domination. And I had a segment where they called him straight up the N-word. I can't say it because I don't want to get demonetized. They straight up called them guys the N-word. And fans are like that. And most importantly, I used to watch, I'm going to admit it, I watch a podcast named JD from New York. I watch Jim Cornette. I used to watch the whole effing show. All three of them guys have one thing in common. They're racist. They hate black people. JD from New York admitted it the other day. JD from New York said, yeah, I don't know why people have a big deal with Hulk Hogan because he's racist. That's no big deal. I'm just paraphrasing it. So a white, mean, short, angry, sexist, homophobic guy who's a blatant racist is saying, oh, yeah, basically I'm racist without saying I'm racist. Condoning Hulk Hogan. Then I saw an interview years ago with Theodore Long said Ric Flair was racist. Then other black talent said Ric Flair was racist. Then many people, before Vince left due to sexual allegations, said Vince was racist. But when you assault or do something to a white person, it's cool and Vince fired. Allegedly. But you had your boy Velveteen Dream, who allegedly was speaking to a minor, doing something, then months later, come to find out he ain't do it. Whatever the case is, y'all immediately cancel Velveteen Dream, cancel him in the title picture and everything. Yet, for Hulk Hogan, y'all canceled him for a while, then bought him back. And when y'all bought him back, I'ma trip you people out. Y'all bought him back in a WrestleMania and put him with Titus O'Neil of all people. And I'm gonna tell you about Titus O'Neil. He's WWE ambassador. The ambassador of WWE or something. But yeah, he's known for the Titus World Slide. Of him falling down being a moron. We got the New Day. The New Day make me think of back in the days where they had black people being comedy segments, comedy gigs where they are clowns and being made fun of because they black. Look at the New Day. 3 Turkish black men throwing pancakes and stuff, twerking and being stupid and never serious. The New Day would never be a serious gimmick. When them boys first debuted and Xavier Woods shot their promo, I was into them. They was beating up people, beating up legends like Cena. I loved it. I even loved before the New Day, Kofi Kingston was beefing with my boy Randy Orton, and that was like, to me, one of Orton's greatest feuds and Kofi's greatest feuds. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, another time y'all break up a black faction, bury a black faction. Because when the Hurt Business was around, Hurt Business was the most dominant faction of the 20th century so far, to me. A lot of fans liked the Hurt Business. They were dominant. Even the racist fans liked the Hurt Business because it was a dominant faction. And they had tag team gold. Bobby was the champ. And then out of nowhere, you break them up. Then y'all bring them back and then break them up again. Then you bury them. Then you release Shelton Benjamin. Cedric Alexander, I don't know what the hell he had. And yeah, and then you bury Lashley. After Lashley lost to Lesnar, he was buried. Actually, I think Bobby Lashley was the first African American to ever pin Brock Lesnar, but I think it wasn't clean. But regardless, Brock, racist ass, was buried. So, yeah. But racism in the WWE has been going on for a long time. Racism in pro wrestling has been going on for a long time. And we have these podcasters that has a cult following. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I listen to Jim Cornette and JD from New York because despite their flaws of hating black people and black talent, I respect them because they are knowledgeable about the content. And I'm not perfect. It may be somebody I strongly dislike, but I may listen to their content. Or may pay attention to them. More of the stories, y'all get what I'm saying. So, for them to be racist, I hate it a lot. But their personal life don't have nothing to do with their knowledge of things. All they don't have to broadcast it. They're severely racist, but they broadcast it. Jim Cornette broadcast it in a casual way. JD broadcast it in a casual way. Because for some reason he has a black friend called Shy-Town Smart. But eternally, JD hates black people. And maybe I'm wrong. JD from New York may not see this video. If he do see this video, he's going to curse me out, call me a moron and an idiot. And if he does, I'm going to get credibility and views. So actually, curse me out, JD. But I love JD from New York because he produced great content. He says it like it is. He talks about how the product is shitty when certain people may return. I like that JD from New York don't hold his tongue. Talk about pro wrestlers. I like JD from New York because we mutually don't like Booker T. Booker T is an Uncle Tom. Booker T literally support WWE racism and say, oh man, them people just saying that because they got fired. Dude, really? These people actually have proof of Vince being racist? Or everybody is saying this and everybody just can't make this shit up. And you condoning that? You went to Jack Yates High School. You was in TDC. Where during the times that you went to school and the times you went to jail, you was going to school during like the racist times. Like this was after the aftermath of the racist times. And you grew up in the hood. And you still want to support the WWE for their racism, dude? Nah, bruh. I don't have no respect for somebody that's stupid. A stupid Uncle Tom idiot that supports somebody that shits on your community. It annoys me. AEW got the Acclaimed. The Acclaimed is a phenomenal talent. Phenomenal. I mean, one time AEW was shoving Anthony Bowens being gay. We know this man's gay. We have social media. We don't give a shit. Let this man wrestle. But you give him a rap gimmick. And a rap gimmick ain't that bad, but the Acclaim isn't like a dominant team right now. They used to be dominant, but they're not dominant right now yet. You're working with Billy Gunn, who was racist with Triple H. That's his homeboy. So you got this KKK man over here working with you, who low-key probably hate y'all. And y'all working with him. Two gay guys, because Anthony Bowens is openly gay, and the other dude, I forgot his name, he gay. Both of them gay. One is openly gay and one is classically gay. So at the end of the day, you got two gay dudes that's black rapping, and I like that they don't have a gay stereotype where they Billy and Chuck. I like that they ain't think that, but now the gimmick is annoying. Like, scissor me daddy ass. That's some gay shit. That is some gay shit. It's entertainingly gay, but it's annoying. Let these guys be serious. Let these guys be serious like House of Black. Let these guys kind of be serious like Bullet Club Gold or Undisputed Kingdom. Let these guys be dominant like Evolution or whatever. Speaking of black tag teams, Crime Time was a great tag team, and they should have been tag team champions. And the WWE broke them up. Then years later, Chad Gaspard died, and when Chad Gaspard died, WWE barely gave this man flowers. They gave that nigga a picture and went on about the night. I didn't like that. They did induct him into the Hall of Fame, but at the end of the day, that was forced. I feel like that was forced. I feel like people, Vince and him, was upset and they said, "Fuck it, let's put this guy in the Hall of Fame." Gave him a Warrior Award. R.I.P. to Chad Gaspard because he was a warrior. He was a real hero. He died by saving his son that was about to drown. Real good dad. But let's rewind. Crime Time was guys you may see in the hood that may be dressed like that, and sometimes those guys may not be criminals. But in a Karen's mind or a white person's mind that's racist, they gonna think you're a robber. So somebody, maybe a Vince Russo or Vince McMahon, mainly Vince McMahon, said, "You know what? I have an idea. I want these two black guys to be a tag team called Crime Time. And I want their pants to sag, have bulletproof vests, dress like guys from Friday, and rob people. Yes. No chance in hell. Actually, yes. A chance in hell that's gonna happen. If not, you're fired." Booked it. Got him on board. Guys was stealing, robbing people, taking wheels off the cars, hubcaps, craziness. We're winning, doing sketchy shit. I remember the best segment was when they stole Ric Flair's wallet. It was crazy. But I hate that they had black gimmicks like that. Hate they had Nation of Domination where the gimmick wasn't, it used to be serious, but they made them the bad guys because they were telling the truth. Nation of Domination literally was saying we living in a country of racist people. And black people are kings and warriors. Oh no. Jebediah and Bob, they didn't like that. The people, no. They didn't like that. They hated it. And that made them guys the heels. And then they made the guys in a Nation of Domination beef against each other and the faction broke up. Or was buried. And The Rock was the best star. But it just saddens me that wrestling just hates black people. And I would never in my life would live to see, knock on wood, I feel like we would never ever see a black man be a dominant black champion. A champion to have a reign of Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Bruno Sammartino, or Hulk Hogan. We're not going to have a black guy break that, beat that reign. We're not going to have no black guy to break Roman Reigns' streak. We are not going to have a black guy to have the Cody Rhodes story. We're not. We're not going to have a black guy that's so influential that he gets his own Hollywood movie. The Von Erichs movie was good, I heard. Now they're finna make an Eddie Guerrero movie, I heard. Mickey Rourke had a movie called A Wrestler, where he was based upon the pro wrestler. And if they do make a black biopic, they're gonna probably depict the bad things about the black guy and focus on that. And nobody may not watch it, but they probably will watch it because it's like, oh, this guy's horrible. So I just hate it, man. I hate people like Brock Lesnar that's racist. Vince McMahon that's unfortunately still with us today, living, racist. Triple H, racist. Shawn Michaels, racist. The list goes on. When I saw the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley buried, it broke my heart so bad because I know wrestling's scripted. But it's like, why do you have to consistently bury these guys? But on another spectrum, fans was complaining about Karrion Kross and haven't seen him in a long time. And fans got what they deserve. And it sucks, man. It sucks that we have people like Booker T who literally has his hand in the pot that's so close with the WWE right now that has a podcast where he can talk to AEW, WWE, and TNA superstars, which is back then probably would have been forbidden because you can't talk to the rival competition. But Triple H is trying to do a forbidden door where you can buy TNA or work with TNA, which is going to be awesome because Impact Wrestling did produce a lot of good wrestlers. And maybe Triple H did grow, and maybe Triple H did change, similar to what I said about CM Punk. CM Punk may change. Who knows? But at the end of the day, racism isn't cool. And why would you want to work for a company that don't like black people, that hate black people? Why would you want to sign a contract to be a comedy gimmick or buried? Undertaker had a list of the top tag teams of all time. And guess what Mark Calloway said? He didn't say it, but no black man was on his list. No black wrestler never be on Undertaker's list. And I used to have respect for Undertaker. Now, when I saw that list, I'm like, oof. This kind of the second time where you had a list and you didn't put a black tag team on it or a black guy. Well, no, I can't say I don't respect Undertaker for that, but that shows you that guys like Undertaker and all those guys backstage may be depicted as a hero, but deep down probably don't like black people because black people wasn't probably allowed in wrestling back in the day. Again, we created basketball. We made basketball. We wasn't allowed in baseball. We wasn't allowed in football. We wasn't allowed in soccer. We wasn't allowed in lacrosse. We wasn't allowed in tennis. We damn sure wasn't allowed in wrestling. And we still not allowed in wrestling. But the difference between wrestling and other sports is you can prove yourself. In the UFC, you could be a black guy. If you that guy, you could be black, white, purple, or gold. If you can fight and got charisma, you're going to be a beast. No matter what. If you're in the NBA and you got skill set, you can shoot your 3-pointers, you can shoot your free throws, you can dunk, you can alley, you got skills, you was D1. Let's go. NFL, if you was a pro football player all your school years of high school and college and was always number one prospect, always had good stats, let's go. Baseball, if you was good in pitching the baseball or good in batting the baseball. Point is, if you're talented in something, these days in sports, to me, I don't feel like these tryouts hit hard because sports change. I don't watch sports. Sports has changed so much. Some of these basketball players we see now, you wouldn't be seeing guys like that back in the other days. I saw one basketball player in a weird, I don't know what he was wearing, but it was weird. He wore some weird shit. Or how they be dancing, Fortnite dance. Bruh, but as far as wrestling is concerned, no matter how talented you are, they may give you a dominance for a month, then bury you, and then treat you like shit. And that's what happened with Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was on a dominant role and they buried him due to Brock Lesnar. But if you like or dislike the content I said, subscribe, because I would like content and I would like some subscribers. I want my comment feed to beat with comments. I don't want no negative comments, because if you put some negative racist shit in the comment section, I'm going to block you. But if you want to comment on the video or anything, let me know. Like, put your comment down and subscribe and share. Thank you and have a great day.